Hey guys, so welcome back to Snap Your Performance. Today we've got a little bit of a different story. This is a situation normal all fixed up. And that 396 that we've been working on, man, this thing runs mint. Sean and I pieced it all together. We got this thing fired up. And this engine definitely fought me more than most engines have, due to the fact that other people really messed with it before I got my hands on it. But we fixed a tremendous amount of stuff, and everything is perfect. I mean, it's spot on. It runs beautiful. Even this carburetor runs great. The distributor, everything, we got everything working good. The distributor's a mess. It looks like it was in the bottom of the ocean on the inside of there. But here it is. I let it run, even though it's a roller cam and there's not really a break-in period like a hydraulic flat tappet or a solid flat tappet. I let it run for a half hour, and then I do an oil change. So it runs a half hour, drop the filter, drop the oil out. I put fresh oil in. I want to get, if there was any fuzz or lint from a rag or anything like that, we want that flushed out as quick as possible. So here it is. We're going to fire it up for you. Stay on me there, Sean. Hook the fan up. So that's that. This thing runs mint. Once Justin gets it in his truck, we'll probably have to get back together at some point. Once he's got it in there, I don't know what kind of time frame he has to get it all together and bolted and driving. I'm sure we're gonna have to do a jet change on this thing. This has got like stock jets in it. The idle fuel ratio I have set pretty perfect. I've got it set at 34 degrees of total advance. So it starts easy. As you saw, it's hot right now. It's 180 degrees. Fires up real easy, real nice and smooth. 34 degrees total advance, 3,000 RPM. I just wanted to let you guys know, like, this is a hydraulic roller, and I adjusted these lifters at a quarter turn past zero lash. And I don't know if you can really hear it in the video because the open exhaust so close, but this valve train is really, really quiet. And that is a testament to taking that time to set the valve train up the right way, get the shims and the springs, get the push rod geometry correct, and make sure your lash is done right. And as well as me setting things up, I use Bullet racing cams because I talk to them and I let them know. And it's not just Bullet. This is Bullet, Isky, Crowler, any of the better cam manufacturers out there. When you talk to them, let them know that you're doing a drag and drive inspired, or a car that's more geared toward drag and drive. They're going to set you up with a great street profile. So the ramps on that camshaft are going to be tailored to work better on a drag and drive or an endurance type application. If you just put an old school, 20-year-old nasty hydraulic, or even like a solid roller cam in, those things, they can beat things to death because it's just such a abrupt ramp, and the things are constantly pounding. This is nice and quiet. That's why I like these. The Firebird's got a similar cam in it, and we've got well over 10,000 miles on that with the same set of lifters. So that's kind of how I'm gonna build these things. And this is just a thing. This is a thing I'm doing. I don't build engines for people. This is an engine I'm building for a friend of mine. I generally build engines for myself. I don't build engines for customers. I don't have any customers in the automotive world anymore. This is all my stuff, and like, this is for a friend of mine. So later on down the road, he'll get it going. We'll tailor his timing just a little bit more. He'll probably go to 36 degrees, but I want to set him up at 34. And then we'll get the jets tuned just right for wide open performance and for cruising, which I'm sure it's going to be very close. It's a 750 Holley double pumper. It's very close where I have it set up right now, but we'll fine tune it. This doesn't have adjustable air bleeds and stuff like that. I can't change the air bleeds on this. We'd have to either drill them out or make it so we can change the air bleeds. But for right now, I mean, I'm super happy with this thing. It runs great. There's no funny noises. The oil, I mean, look, check this. I mean, obviously we just changed the oil, but like after just running, I mean, you can't even, look at that. You can't even see the oil on dipstick. Look how clean that is. You know, there's no little boogers in there. There's no nothing. I don't know if you can even see that, but man, that is spotless clean. Like I said, it's only got a half-hour runtime. There's a lot of little detail things that he's gonna have to do. Like this is not the water pump staying with this engine. This is just a water pump I have set up for running on my stand. Thermostat housing. Like he's got a bunch of detail stuff. These spark plug wires are old wires. He's gonna put new wires on. Needs a PCV valve. Just little stuff like that. Get rid of this thing here. This is probably nice at one time, but I don't trust this now. It's this moves around. The O-rings inside these fittings might be shot. So he's gonna take care of all that stuff when he puts it in the truck. And hopefully he gets to enjoy this thing for thousands of miles. And maybe you guys are gonna see him at a drag and drive with this engine in there. He's gonna be putting a little plate of nitrous on this, maybe 125 or 150 shot. I filed the rings so he can go about 150 to 200 shot of nitrous if he wants to. Being that it has weaker rods, high protective pistons, I think we should limit it to 125, 150, but it's still gonna be a lot of fun. It's good old 396. These things run awesome. If you like what you're seeing, keep on watching, like and subscribe.